We don't change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made, you and your rescue team. We not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9.
The people say not like you.
This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Kine. I'm back again for the People's Radio. There are too many things happening in the country.
CDC and Unity Party.
The Liberian government is under extreme pressure from the citizens over the issue of lies. From the office of the president to the Minister of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism before. But right now, MICAT is no longer for tourism. But again, the Liberian government under His Excellency Joseph Yoma Boakai is under immense pressure from the people. The Liberian people are concerned about the lying nature of their government. They believe that their government should not be lying to them. The government should be very authentic to what they say and do. The government should be a government of reliance, a government of people will listen to and trust. When the government starts to appear like a lying machine, the people will start to have their hopes dwindled. In these kind of situations where hunger and starvation continue to skyrocket, when unemployment continues to surge, the livelihood of the Liberian people continue to be complicated. In the midst of a situation where parents can barely pay the school fees of their kids, rent is on the increase, the price of basic commodities in the market, regardless of whether they're affordable or not, Liberians find it difficult to live in their own country. All we ask the government to do is to be truthful to us. If the Liberia Legislative Corporation is going through difficulties for which they cannot bring us current frequently, it is important to be truthful to tell the people that, hey, we got problem with current. It is good to let the people know we are in dry season, and so we cannot provide the adequate current that the people need. Instead of lying on technical issue and other yama excuses. When the government is truthful, the citizens relax. When the government continues to lie, it is going to do nothing else but to postpone the anger of the people. You are only going to suppress the anger of the people temporarily when you lie, but whatever you're going to lie about will still continue to exist. And this is where the Liberian people are going to be concerned. They're going to be judging the performance of the government based on how sincere the government is. Nobody want to keep voting a government that will continue to delay on. And so, on today's edition, we look into the statement made by Minister Augustine Kpehi Gafwan. Gafwan was ticking the Liberian people up when he said, should we build the Ministry of Bread and Butter before the Liberian people know we are addressing the bread and butter issues? On the flip side of issues, Mohammed Ali, Mo Ali of the Liberia Water and Sewage Corporation, went on to explain the nature of the jobs created by the Joe Boakai administration. Mo Ali said, the keke men who get a keke and ride it, not gainfully employed there.
CDC.
He said the motorcyclists who ride a motorbike, they are not gainfully employed. The men were asking the people who can do shoe shine job, are they not gainfully employed? And so the justification for the 70,000 jobs continue. So folks are continuing to justify their $70,000 jobs. And this is where a lot of us will be very, 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 very concerned. It becomes so comical when the government is contemplating, or better still, when the government is bent on defending the most difficult situation. There are too many things you can play politics about. You can do politics when the people are hungry. You can play politics when the people not get current. You can play politics when the people ain't got job, because these are things that they live through on a daily basis. So when you want to lie, find something else to lie about. We're going to talk more about it. Still on the critical issues in the country, we continue to ask the Liberian government through the Ministry of National Defense to listen to the legitimate property owners who are concerned about their properties being demolished, their properties being taken away from them by the military. We are concerned about it. They have written the Supreme Court of Liberia seeking the intervention of the Supreme Court to bring to bear all of the technical situations surrounding their properties. We are hoping the military, under the administrative supervision of the Ministry of National Defense, will look into the subject matter involving the armed forces of Liberia and private citizens of Liberia over some properties in the Pinsville 72nd area. All of these, plus many other national conversations, will form the basis of today's edition on 87.9. My name is Kyle. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia. After which, we'll bring you our radio game of Win Liberia. For those of you who are playing the radio game, continue to play. Star 255 star hash is the code to play Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money users. And trust me, I'm going to try as hard as possible to give you some money. So it is just $100 Liberian dollars to play. And that is, the more you play, the better your chances are. The more you play, the better your chances are to win on the platform. So we're going to give $5,000. Some of you are going to receive $7,500. There's going to be some $10,000 a package given. $15,000 and up to $25,000. The more you play, the better your chances are to win on the platform. Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money users. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we bring you the rest of the conversation on your radio, the People's Radio, 87.9.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, Crime Stoppers Liberia is our official sponsor here on the platform. My name is Kai. Alexa is not here today, and hopefully she's going to be here on Monday of next week. Very soon, there is going to be a third presenter of on Freedom Hub. Very soon, there's going to be a third presenter on Freedom Hub, making it 3 of us. So anytime you can see any 2. So you could see me, you could see Alexa, the both of us could be here. You could see Alexa and you see the next person. You could see the next person, you could see me. You could see Alexa, you could see the next person. But there's going to be a third individual arriving on Freedom Hub to join the team so that jointly we can have the afternoon conversation on this radio station to continue to sit right there on the top, nowhere else, but on the top. Yes, that's who we are. We're bragging, right? Oh yes, we're right to brag because we work throughout for it. You know, we did a lot. We work ourselves. I mean, we did everything humanly possible to have reached this particular level. You know, so I mean, it is a thing of joy when almost every single keke in Monrovia got us loud on their speakers. I want to say how's up to all of our keke people there. What's up to all of you? What's up to all of your passengers? You know, keep it calm. The passengers say they ain't get $20. They get $15. Hold it. You know that Liberia, the country tough. You know, manage it. Even though you can bake when you go to the gas station, but I mean, your brother and sisters, them. You know, you gotta manage it. That's how the country is. You know, somewhere somehow. And if you're also a passenger, when you are on the keke or the taxi or in the Kelabin bus, if you do not have the real transport money, talk to the conductor, talk to the driver, talk to the keke rider or the motorbike rider. Talk to them. You know, say, look, my brother, I beg you, and I get it. You know, please help me. Please help me is better than you saying, oh, my man, you're stealing from us, man. Oh, no, don't blast at the people. The country is tough. So the keke man too won't take gas money. You want to take susu money. You want to take girlfriend money. You know, you take family money, everything from there. Then you operate. So you can blame the keke man. So sometimes you're in as much as some of them will want to exploit the traffic, but you should also be very patient because the town is tough. The country is hard. Too many things not okay. Everybody frustrated. People just waiting for what I do not know. Whether they're waiting for the next election to take a decision, whether they're waiting for God's intervention. But one thing that I know is that there are a lot of people who are waiting for all of this to be over. The country is so hard. Liberia face is frontal like Christmas Billy Goat. The country is tough. Things are tough. You're making business, you're crying. You're not making business, you're crying. You're working, you're crying. You're not working, you're worse. You know, the smallest salary can solve your problem. You know, everybody depending on their people then who in America. Those who people in America can send them money, they're worse. You know, it's difficult for them. And so life is just a bunch of pain in Liberia. Life is just a bunch of frustration in Liberia. And so in these difficult times, when you encounter your passengers, your customers, you got to exercise a bit of patience. You got to exercise some form of tolerance because people anger on the increase. People get plenty of anger issue. Not for anything. Not that they were born angry or being angry is part of their family DNA. But because the country itself can make people hungry and angry, so when people are reacting, sometimes it's because of what they're going through. But that's why it is. I want to say hats up to all of you, the papillon who can listen to us under the tree, in their yard, sit down under the plum tree to put a radio there and take out a chair and lay back and get a small stick where he will be using to be driving the flies. Not to be sitting on him while he's listening to KOK on Freedom Radio. Want to say hats up to all of you, the papillon, the Oman, the people that listening to us in the Maki, the people who listening to us in the PP offices, the government, the people who the government paid to listen to us. So that anything what we talk, they will not call, but they will tell the thing what we talk, they send it in the government chat room. KOK say one man Steve money to so mini show, then the government go investigate it, man. They suspend him. Yeah. I mean, we know that the government paying people to listen to us. So all of you who listen to us because you hate us, we take God, we bless you. We give you the God. Let God bless you. Keep hating us, but let God bless you, right? And those of you who do not want to see us, good, we pray that you will continue to live to see us, and you'll see us in good health, good strength, and whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, to all of you, our valued followers, those who respect us, those who love us, those who are even willing to kill themselves for us, those who can do anything possible to ensure that we remain vocal in this country. We want to say our hearts out to you. We pour it out to you, and we are thankful that you've been there. You've been able to listen to us. You've been able to support us morally, financially, in whatever means. You've been able to stand there with us, and we are grateful. From all the way Benson Street up to Clay and Carey Street. Nobody knows how far we are going, where we are going, but what we know is that we are going towards greatness. And for the fact that you've been ably, standing with us all through these years, it is a wonderful thing. I want to say thank you. Thank you and thank you. So today is the 29th date of January 2026. It's not easy. I'll soon drink my water, but we're going to talk a lot of issues. So the first thing is the Liberian government should stop creating plenty anger, plenty hunger, plenty suffering, and the rest of it, you can name it, for the citizens in this country. Certain decisions, no matter how good they may appear, when those decisions are not affecting the people positively, please don't take it. Don't take those decisions. Don't take them, rather. The case with the removal of petty trader from some quarters of the city, the issue relating to the removal of motorcyclists from some quarters of the city. Now, the latest has to do with the eviction and pending demolition of structures within the 72nd area. This is terrible. The government, in as much as she will want to appear to be serious, when all know the government is serious. Yeah, what kind of serious government? They can prove read speech, then they give it to the president. The president finish reading it, then he come out and say, "Oh, I mistake I made. You know what I read?" And then they let a new one here. To all the American embassy, all the other people then finish recording the speech they carry out. And the government come out and say, "Well, we say not the real one. You're sorry, that's the real one here." What kind of serious government will behave like that? But different day, different topic. There are Liberians who are property owners in the 72nd area around the barrack. Those Liberians are legitimately in possession of their legal title to the properties they sit on. At the same time, the government is contemplating on evicting and subsequently demolishing the particular barracks and properties adjacent. People are raising critical issues. This whole property you're talking about, our property, we bought these properties from so and so owners. Those owners had their properties way before Samuel Kenyon Doe could bring the barrack here. How come you're come to take the barrack and you're taking our personal property? Those are Liberians crying. The government should not play blind eye or deaf ear to this situation. Every government should be willing to see people rejoicing and people happy. Why would the government always want to see people cry? These people are not fighting. They're not chunking the police. They're not chunking the military. They're saying we're going to court because the property being fenced by the military are our personal properties that do not belong to the military property. So we're going to court to file a writ of prohibition against what is happening. Yet we are told that the military, through the Ministry of National Defense, ain't doing anything to cooperate and ensure that the law is respected. However, on a daily basis, we keep coming here to talk to you, the Liberian government, to listen to the people, except to go to court with them, except to go to the legal process with them. They are claiming ownership of the properties. You as a government also claiming ownership to the properties. We will not use Zangale Goa or Medicine Man to determine who is the owner of the property. We will not do all the. No, we are not going to do Sasewu to know who is the legitimate owner of the property between the Femne people and the Liberian military. What we can use is the law, the court, the land authority, the National Archive, and other entities relevant to land-related issues. And so when a party to the case take a flight to the Supreme Court to seek constitutional interpretation to an action that they deem unlawful by the military, thereby bringing the process to a halt until all other legal questions can be answered. A party went to court to seek redress. Because for them, the man who say claiming to reclaim a place cannot be the same person who will reclaim it on his own. In this country, if somebody take your car and you see the person driving the car on Tupo Road, you are not supposed to go stay in front of the car and say, Damakaya, you're not moving. Oh, God, hold on. Damakaya, you're not moving. I will stay in front of the car. You will not move. Damakaya. The law said when I may care you, you could also be sued for endangering your life because you willfully woke up and stood in front of the car, moving car, you stand there, you said, I will not move until you what it called. Did I make care you too? He too could be charged and whatever the case. But the point is, you are not supposed to go seeking justice for yourself. We got a court here, we got a justice system here. When you notice that your property was taken away by somebody, when you see the person, go and call the law enforcement officers. Let them make an arrest. Later on, that arrest will lead to a process of charging to court. And from the court process, all of you will go and stand in court. Then you will tell you how you got the car. You will tell the court how the car for you, when the car got missing, and the judge, the jurors, and whoever, they will reason together and make a decision. That's how a civilized country will operate. In this case, the military said the land for them. The same military king surrounded the play with barbed wire. The same military telling the people when to go to their horses, when to come out. In this instance, the military is a party. Is a party to the land crisis. So both the military and the private citizens who are having ownership claims to the different properties should subject themselves to the legal process. Why other family people say, okay, you know what, the property for me, we're moving the AFM wire from that. Of course, that would not be an advisable thing to do. But let's assume one of the family people got somebody who crazy, or somebody who can pop and say, I told now I'm moving all the AFM wire from here. The worst case scenario, there could be some altercation between the AFL personnel and that very family member, and maybe the AFL member could just advance the AK-47 and put 2-3 small bullets in the man, pop. You know, because I mean, then you know what's going to happen, right? I mean, that's going to be a whole distraction. It's going to be something that will not be good for the country, and at the end of the day, that's going to have a bad implication on the society. So the best thing here is subject yourself to the legal process. In the court, people don't carry gun, people don't carry knife in the court, people don't fight in the court. In fact, you fight in the court, straight from the courtroom, they carry you to jail. So since we have the court, let's go through the court process. There should be no reason why the military should be skeptical or reluctant in adhering to the court process. Those are family members, property owners, with their legitimate claims to their properties. If you say their claims are not legitimate, go to court, provide your reasons, provide your documents. There are laws that are enacted to safeguard property acquisition in this country. Go to court, the law will be the law. But to set a place for you and you are not even prepared to go and face somebody in court, then where are we? But you are still the one who want to implement the particular, how you call it, eviction or demolition. Those things ain't making sense. And so here's what I have to say on it. Please let our army people respect those who have their land. Let them go to court with them. Let the court settle whatever dispute we have. It is not a healthy thing for our democracy. Complaints from the citizens. The primary goal of the army, other people say the primary goal of the army, is to protect the Liberian citizens and the territorial integrity of our country, the territorial boundaries and whatever. Those from the people who are at 72nd claiming properties that they have been living in before the barrack could be built, they are part of those Liberians the army is supposed to protect. So you can use the same power you're supposed to use to protect the man, to fight the man. Go to court. Go to court because the man will not fight you with a gun. You got a gun in your hand, you put wire around the man property, he will not fight you now because he understands that he cannot, he won't fight you. Fighting you will be like committing suicide. He cannot do it. So you guys should do all you need. You guys should do all you can to ensure that at the end of the day, those people will have their day with you in court to prove their case. You can come and defend. At the end of the day, the land authority people, the Liberia National Archive, and all those, the National Land Commission, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, all of the relevant authorities assigned to land-related matters will come in and provide the clarity. If there should be a compromise between the family and the government, maybe the government say, oh, you know what, they land for you, but because the land in front, they bury and right on the quota, they tell the bury or yeah, no quota or yeah, and so seeing and looking at it, that's why we want it. Then you can pay the family now. Yeah, you can pay the family the money. If people spend $1 to pay the hall, you can get it $1.50. That's why you are a government. A government should not run out of money. But they want to use power, gun and green barrel and go there and do the gun like that, and you want to get people off their structures. I ain't saying the people who live in the barrack. I don't say people who living in the military also. No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who say they got their personal property that they built from scratch. Their personal land that they bought from scratch since 1975, 1976. I'm talking about. Those who got a personal property that you won't take. The other people are talking about. I'm talking about those who are living in the military people horses. So please, as I transition to another topic, let the army people do everything possible to hear the people out. If you go ahead to evade the people and subsequently break their personal properties, they may go to court in the future. In 2030, there could be a new government in town. Even if the government live for 400 years, the next year there could be new government in town. People can still go and take their case. And you'll just be putting the next government in your necessary expenses. Because when you break the houses we're talking about, you'll be breaking close to $2-3 million US properties. That's what you'll be demolishing that are not on the AFL land according to what the guys are reporting. So to show that you're on the AFL land, go to court with them. Go take your AFLD. The court could order a resurvey. And if the resurvey, captures any part of the piece of land, with the people structures on it, then the law will be the law. But I'm not going to say more on it. This government came to rescue. I don't see a reason why you are interested in putting pins in the heart of people, breaking people's structures, demolishing people's structures, when you know that the system, the structural system, is not prepared to get things done. And I can say this to you, many days, many nights. I can say this to you. In 2009, before I transition, before I go to the next topic, in 2009, Manamere broke people's houses. When you go to Monrovia City Hall, on 2nd Street, when you go on 2nd Street, there is a road leading from 2nd Street going to Satan Field. There used to be a shop there called Patient Shop. And that road is passing to Patient Shop. It passing beyond the old education ministry. Then it is branching off towards the old EPA. In fact, it is branching on 4th Street. People had a property down there, broke it. Granted, they said the property was on the alley, I agree. They broke it. Since they broke the properties, no car them passing there. The government refused to put quota on it. Nothing. That's in the net. So drug people and Zogo then can be parking all to the places. Now, what I'm saying is, when the government said they want to help people hard, not help people hard, the government want to enforce order, you go and get a budget set up. That's how you solve the country problem. When you want clear between the street to the street, get the money for the quota, get the money for quota, get the money for street light, everything. By the time you clear the people property, let people start paying real quick. In 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 months to 1 year time, let the road start taking shape. In 1 year, 6 months, let people get brand new quota road. People say, oh, the place will be found like this. And we didn't know. Then the next time you want to demolish another place in another community, the people will say, look, you know what, let it be done because it's going to bring tremendous development. But you wake up because you say you want to prove a political point. You mark the other place from here, you move. You break over 200-300 horses. Making people homeless. For a certain, you are not prepared to modern lives. So if you want to do it gradually. So if you identify between 1st Street to 10th Street, that there's a need to move there, this and that, mark all the horses, do your thing, call public work, they do their assessment, it's 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, they do everything, they get it mature ready. By the time they break the poor horses, they start paying the rule. But you break the horses, then you leave the place, don't care. You break some of the horses, you're not breaking cuckoo. The men can go sit down there, the put tabling over the block and sit down on it and be smoking. In and there, they hide all in the old blocks. When people passing the community with a cuckoo foam, the John outside steal from them because you broke the place, you did not develop the place. So the truth is, before you as a government decide to break people's structures or remove people from structure, be willing to build. I'm not saying the army will not build the barrack after they move the people. But there is nothing wrong in giving the people 3 months to leave your houses. There is also nothing wrong in you going to court with the other family who say you are encroaching on their properties. There is nothing wrong with you going to court with them. The military got a legal counsel. The Ministry of National Defense got a whole, they have a whole department for legal affairs at the Ministry of National Defense. And that applies to every government entity. All the government entities you see in the country got lawyers. They got legal department. Most at times, presided over by a legal personnel. So the army men again going to go with their guns. The military guy, lawyers. The lawyers will go there with their papers, with their deed. And so, look, Your Honor, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces in 1980 or 1984 gave the place to the military, and since then we've been having it. It's a piece of land, of 400 acre or 30 acre, 5,000 acre, 2,000 acre. It runs from northwest SYZ, northwest SYZ, northeast SYZ, and this and that. Yeah, well, Lenti, we finish, Your Honor. Your Honor to go ask the other people then. How you say I got the property? Oh, Your Honor, the bastard who are having that village, he don't want to sold the place to Omen Sensaya, during my graduation, he take 2 pieces of land from there, he gave it to me, then I paid my 1 year before the army people go there. Your Honor will call the land authority people and say, y'all can look at the 2 documents and tell what's happening. Land authority people look at it and say, okay, you know what, they want. Here is the ruling. The ruling is done, and we finished. But give the people due process. While they are crying and seeking due process to be done, you can't go ahead, you keep breaking them. And I'm hoping that you will not break the people's structures without giving them due process. It will be a wrong thing on the part of the government. Madam Geraldine George, the Honorable Defense Minister, it's not going to be a good thing for you, for your reputation as an individual who we know and respect so very well, owing to the fact that you've been very, 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 very resourceful in the military. And we think going to this civilian position of a Minister of Defense, you should take along with you, that particular non-tolerance when it comes to, crime or infringing the rights of people. We know you got zero tolerance in the area of infringing on the rights of people. So please tell your defense ministry people, legal counsel to go and receive the people petition from the court, and y'all go to court to provide reason why the prohibition that has been filed for by those family members should not lie. That's all I can say on the particular topic. That's all I can say on this particular topic. A government should be concerned about making people happy. A government should not continue to put tears in the eyes of people. No, a government should not be doing it. The government says sometimes will be intervening in somebody unnecessary, demolition, cases. Some men will just go to America, come back. They say they got 400 acres of land, so and so play. They go to the court, pay some kind of money to some kind of judge, pay some kind of money to some lawyer, do all kind of things, some kind of unnecessary guilty verdict come out. They go to the whole committee over 500 acres of land and say for them, they start breaking people's property. You put in tears in people's eyes. Sometimes the government should step in and call for retrial. Step in, call for retrial, put brand new lawyer, judges in charge of the case, and put an eye on those judges. Re-examine all of the facts displayed. During the case, during the trial process. Because a lot of people lost their property because somebody got power somewhere. Somebody got power somewhere to come and just do all kind of things. So you don't do that. You don't do that. So why all you guys are talking this and that? Please, we're asking you, hear those people out. Listen to them. Hear them out. And I ain't going to say further on this particular issue. We'll take a break. When we come out from our break, we continue with the SONA, the State of the Nation address. President Bouaka boys are defending on a daily basis like hell. But let's take our break to come back right here on 87.9. Keep playing *255 *1#. The more you play, the better your chances are. Let me see if I can go and check the dashboard to give some people some money. Then when we come back, we go do politics. But if you do not play, we do not see the numbers rising, we may not give money until a later time. So the more you play, the better your chances are. Let's take a break to be right back.
Before Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people.
Okay, Crime Stoppers, the people bringing safety to your community, to your door. Owen Samson is the Chief Executive Director of Crime Stoppers Liberia. And of course, when you catch rogue, you know, in as much as you are hurt, don't just be the man carrying to the law. The law is the law. You know, we cannot continue to have mob justice on the increase in the country. And that's why Crime Stoppers Liberia is all about. Now, I want you guys to listen very keenly. I want you guys to listen very keenly. Let me see what I can get this. Hold on. I want to play something very, very quick for you. The Minister of Finance and Development Planning was asked by Oniu Roberts on the issue of the bread and butter issues in the country. Political leaders, Liberians in the country are concerned about the bread and butter issues in the country, and the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Minister Augustine Kwehi Gafwan, were responding to the question, and this is what he had to say. Listen.
I follow the press, but sometimes I get very busy. And so I will read it down. Sorry for that. I read it down that the Honorable Alexander Ben Cummings ready made that comment. I will read it down. It's not that I don't trust you, but sometimes, you know, I read it down because to say to the Liberian people, I want to see that in the text. But when we did a consultation for the formulation of the arrest agenda all across the country, countrywide consultation, and we're asking the Liberian people for the topmost, their number one priority, including very the top priority, road, there was competition between education and hear this. No, I don't think that statement was made. If the people in Lofa, I was just there, to Zozo, to Konya, to...
Okay, so just hold on. We want to go to the direct point.
Disregard the people's priority. I don't think that statement was made. I read it down.
Just hold on.
That a quota will be. Let me say this. People talk about the bread and butter business. You know,
okay, so this is the answer that he's providing. So the premise he was laying was, okay, you know what? We won't build a road, we won't put current, we won't do the one, and that will create the environment he talked about first. Then he turned around now, you know, to cement his answer by saying the next one we're about to play. Listen to it.
Have this engagement. How do you address the bread and butter issue? Road connectivity is critical to the bread and butter question. I just gave you this ABC example. And I'll repeat, it's an ABC example. So ABC example. Think about the road you heard last year. That
y'all hold on.
The road, part of the road from here to help us pay some. So spend 1 week sometimes of travel to your parents in Maryland. So the money now, because you can go in a day, buses go in there, the money you so you down, they connect.
Oh,
Water.
so just hold on. We want to get that point.
It's one of the consideration I will give to the president. You know, should we establish a ministry of bread and butter? Do we know what it means for you to have electricity?
Okay. So this was the part of the question that got the opposition committee and critical voices confused. So Minister Gaffan responded to Mr. Cummings by saying, should we establish the Ministry of Bread and Butter issues before y'all know that we are addressing the bread and butter issues?
Then we establish a Ministry of Bread and Butter. Then why did you address the bread and butter issue? It's one of the consideration I will give to the president. You know, should we establish a Ministry of Bread and Butter? Do we know what it means for you to have electricity? You know, let me give you this. So until we butter, then we establish a Ministry of Bread and Butter. So until what's saying that I don't want to be doing this thing. So until we buy bread, first of all, loaves of bread, and then butter, then we establish a Ministry of Bread and Butter. Then why did you address the bread and butter issue? It's one of the consideration I will get to the president. Issue. So until what's saying that I don't want to be doing this thing. So until we buy bread, first of all, loaves of bread, and then butter, then we establish a Ministry of Bread and Butter. Then why did you address the bread and butter issue? It's one of the consideration I will get to the issue. So until what's saying that I don't want to be doing this thing. So until we buy bread, first of all, loaves of bread, and then butter, then we establish a Ministry of Bread and Butter. Then why did you address the bread and butter issue? It's one of the consideration I will get to the president. Issue. So until what's saying that I don't want to be doing this thing. So until we buy bread, first of all, loaves of bread, and then butter, then we establish a Ministry of Bread and Butter. Then why did you address the bread and butter issue?
Okay, so that was Minister Gafan's particular response to Mr. Cummings and other leaders who have said that the bread and butter issues in the country are yet to be addressed. Look, you see the country is very interesting. And you should be afraid of politicians, especially the one from the Unity Party. You know why? These men can change the rules in the middle of the game. The UP men, they can change the rules of the game in the middle of the game. That's cheating. In football game, they say when you hold the football with your hand in the penalty bar, that penalty, right? Then why the game on the referee can when you hold the ball in your hand, it's not penalty. That's cheating right there. Because what we learned way back about football, you can change it while the game on. If you want to change it the time why we not start playing, yeah, you must tell us, oh, gentlemen, anybody hold the ball in the hand or put the ball on the hand in the bar, it's not penalty. If they put one play, they will play. If they not one play, they will say, you know what, we can play football like that. How you say we can hold the ball in our hand, in the penalty bar, then not penalty, we won't play. Let the people have that chance to either go to the game without penalty restriction or they leave the game. Because you can change the rules in the middle of the game. You can change the rules before the game. But you can change it while the game is on. That's what Gaffan is doing. Gaffan is saying Alexander Cummings got no right to talk about the bread and butter issues in this country. Because the government is building roads. The road where the government said they're building, Jeremy Pierre got to kind of apologize, say, oh, they were lying on the number of road they were building. Gaffan, at the road you say you're building in this country? Beyond that, the people who campaign for Gaffan to become minister today, because you are not campaigning, I mean, I don't want to lie on him. I don't want to lie on Gaffan. Gaffan did not campaign for Joe Biden to become president. He was sitting there somewhere there doing a late job, whatever the case is. At the end of the day, he became prime minister. So he doesn't understand what those who made the job, those who prepared the table before him, he doesn't know what they went through. He doesn't know what they told the Liberian people about bread and butter issues. George Weah was president in this country. I remember one time he spoke and he talked about how he started the road from Banga all the way to Salaye with the intention that the road would go to Menikoma, passing through Vonjema. Gafan should ask a Pekin and Mo Ali and the rest of them. They were all on Facebook talking that road we will eat. That road we will eat. People used to poo-poo at PSP on the beach. Dirty the place 24/7. Georgia went to the UAE, Dubai, and begged the people in Dubai, say, y'all give me money, me go face. So I'm gonna play immoral white people can poo-poo there. Gafan, you are not in Monrovia, so I can blame you. But those who were campaigning for you to become Minister of Finance, they were telling Georgia that pack we will eat. I remember when President Weah took the media to White Plains to break ground for the process of removing all of the old pipes and replacing them with brand new pipes. The brand new pipes that Mo Ali inherited. The party guys were opening them all. Oh, that other one will eat. We want job. Create job. George Weah told Liberians who were attending public universities that all you need to do is to just fund the registration fees, but you will not pay tuition. Some of those university tuition registration fee that's $10 US, 1,500, 2,000 LD. Free tuition. Gafwan is right for saying the things he's saying because you are not here. When the people in Unity Party were telling President we not tell you say we want free tuition. Give a job, we will pay our children's school fees. They told Gafwan, your people told George Weah that thing in the country. Give us free tuition. We not tell you to give us free tuition. They not tell you to pay our children YF fees. Give us job, we'll pay our children own YF fees. Give us job, we will be able to pay our children own tuition fees. From the day Charlie Kintan, George, the country been in existence, UL, Banga College, Bonjima College, Zwedru College, all the community colleges around the country, from the day the country was established, they have never been tuition free. George Weah said, the country rich. We can't be here, our children want to attend university, and they not get money to go because they can't pay for tuition. Then we sit down, we say we president, we sit down, we say we government, let's give it free tuition. Gafwan, your junior coalition Unity Party campaign, they criticized their predecessors for instituting those kind of policies that were also essential to alleviating poverty, to alleviating depression amongst the citizens. Because you know how many parents used to be crying when the semester is coming to an end in UL to pay their 2-3 children school fees. At the time, UL school fee was about, how you call this thing? Was about sometimes 18,000 per semester, sometimes 21,000 per semester, depending on the college and the number of credit the kid is taking. Some family had to raise close to 50,000, close to 80,000 Liberian dollars to keep their kids at the University of Liberia. Do you know how it used to be? There were girls who got impregnated on UL campus because some teachers who got scholarship war had to sleep with them to put them in school per semester. Some beginning in soup, some beginning in Osu to get Osu scholarship. They had to do some quidija with some of these girls to get an Osu scholarship. It was difficult to go to the University of Liberia. And I can say this to anybody, I dropped from the University of Liberia twice because I could not afford. There are several Liberians who could not complete their programs at the University of Liberia because they didn't have money. When all of those things were being done by the previous government, your Unity partisans were there crying around, oh, no, we asked you, Joe, we asked you for tuition. Give our parent job. Our parent, what they call. Oh, today, you're completing George Weah road projects in the southeast. You are completing George Weah road project in the southeast. You are completing George Weah airport project from ERWA to the airport. You are completing milestone achievements. You are dedicating George Weah schools he built Nimba, in Margibi, in Bon County. You are completing the LTA structure George Weah started opposite the EBK barracks in Dwazon. You are completing all of the projects. You just dedicated the Noka building, Sefa Megre, built under George Weah. You are implementing projects initiated by George Weah, and you're talking, say, that bread and butter issue you're addressing? Oh, if creation of free tuition was never in the direction of creating or alleviating the people from poverty and so forth, that completing people project must say you're doing something, and the people go ask you, say, we must bring loaf of bread. Nobody asking you for loaf of bread, Mr. Minister. Nobody asking you. Nobody asking you for loaf of bread. That you are feeding the people in the country before you could become minister? That you been feeding Liberians? Liberians ask you they want loaf of bread, you will go bring a loaf of bread. Government, you get bread. Before you could become minister of finance, you have bread. I know somebody who provided vehicle for somebody who you very close to. You could not get somebody who you very close to vehicle. Somebody in the previous government got to give it to what they call. You have bread for yourself, and today you boasting about giving somebody bread. You're boasting about it like bread who want to lower. They don't want lower bread from you. You said you would have created the environment to make the parents having job, to give the parents the opportunity to feed themselves, to pay their children's school fees, to live the better life that George Weah could not give them. That's what they want from you. And when you became to being sarcastic, oh, my take loaf of bread, give it to you. They tell you they want loaf of bread, you get loaf of bread, you couldn't buy somebody who you very close to a car. Oh, we know that. We know most of the things. Let the University of Liberia. Let the same University of Liberia. That he said, oh, George Weah policy was bad. The free tuition policy was bad. Get everyone sharing job. And now what our government will do today, you can't even pin the building. So President Baga got to go to Capitol Hill and lie that he is renovating the University of Liberia when the students themselves got to be painting. Fully way, painting the building. Like Halloween. And you come here to say, hey, we must poor. Who told you to give loaf of bread? Who told you? No, who asked you to give loaf of bread? Nobody is asking you to give loaf of bread. You didn't have bread before becoming minister. Why you want to make it appear that Liberians are lazy and they're waiting for you to get them bread? Liberians know the people who lazy. The Liberian citizens are strong. They have the ability to endure any hardship that come their way. The Civil War did not kill them. No, Gafwan. Ebola did not kill these people. COVID-19 did not kill them. What made you think Joe Biden lying to them will kill them? Hey, come and turn around. You say, how they call the thing? We will find loaf of bread. Did they ask you for loaf of bread? Your government promised them heaven. Your government promised them freedom. Your government promised them economic stability. That's what you promised them. When they ask you that you are not addressing the bread and butter issues, they are concerned about the terrible manner in which you are running the country. You got nowhere for these young boys and young girls, but yet still you running behind them on a daily basis. Your city police officers stealing their goods, damaging their goods, seizing their goods, eating their goods, damaging it, making them lifeless. They all asset bank loan. They get and go hustle. They buy their usher goods. Your city police officer beating them for a decade Morovia where you're not even able to clean. That's what I said there. Every day you're stealing the cherry goods in the name of clearing the street from a city vendor. The water side era is taking people water on the way. They go all the way in the interior. So when I go in the interior, they run away because they can't pay access bank loan. They took black loan. They took their club loan. They bought goods. They went to sell. Your rescue government, city police officers, seize those goods. Damage the goods. Store the people goods. Made them hungry. Made them vulnerable. That's the bread and butter issue we want you to address. They are not asking you for bread. You can get them bread. You're able to get them bread. Liberians are not asking you for bread. Your government came to power and went to the Ministry of State, went to several ministries in this country and made Liberians hungry. in the name of political vision, you sack people. You dismiss people unjustifiably. Some of the people you dismiss are your own United Partisans, but out of hate and anger, vindictiveness, and political vision, you thought they were sedition because they were appointed between 2023 between 2018 to 2023. So you thought they were seditions. You sacked them. Oh, you didn't know that you were creating hunger and starvation in the country when you're depriving people of their livelihood, of their source of income for political reasons. Your government sacked over 5,000 citizens in this country. Over 5,000 for political reasons. Your government sacked over 5,000 citizens for political reasons. Do the math. 207 transport, 800 Ministry of State, 480 EPS. Check the police. Check Ministry of Labor. Go all across the different sectors. Your government sacked over 5,000 people. 5,000 human beings with every single employee in this country got over 10 person living with them, depending on their salary. Some of the people, when you dismiss them, they thought to say, okay, the money I was keeping in my room, let me go and buy a motorbike. See, government dismissed me, let me buy a motorbike and go run bike. Your government sent Gregory Como again to seize the people's bike. Carry the bikes, some policemen can steal the bike from them. And some of them credit their money to buy those bikes. Today, their bikes are being confiscated, stolen by the police. The places they credit their money from, the people running behind them every day for their money. The people that took loan from to buy their bike, the people behind them won't jail them. Some of them ran away in the bush. They're no longer in town because they owe people. You're talking about bread and butter? You dismiss people. They say, okay, see, they dismiss off a job. We don't want to do over Joe Wack. We don't want to do this and that. We want to go and sell. We want to go and sell. We don't want to sit down. We don't want to do over Joe's job. We want to sell. They bought their goods. They credited their money. Got one? They credited their own money. They went to work and bought goods. Only to go sit down on the road. Your hungry city police officers. Criminal-minded city police officers. The only thing they will do is to go and steal from the people. And steal from the people. And you call that bread and butter? You call that bread and butter? Today, your government got two different areas where people can register vehicles. You go to the Lebanese and you call that bread and butter? That's why you call bread and butter? Eh?
He cannot kill. He cannot destroy. What is that?
Are you talking about your ministry?
I'm talking about your ministry.
Wow. So that's
wherever Joseph Braga is, let him go. We were in a rain. We were in a sun. For you be. I'm not talking about policy.
Have you not been rescued? That
We are not talking about policy. We are talking about our job, our life, our job. Now, parents, you know how many thousands we feed? A phone call. Agnes has told. I'm speaking from Transport Ministry.
What's your position?
Customer service. Right.
Yeah, Gaffa. Agnes Doe from Transport Ministry Customer Service. Agnes Doe is here crying on you and your government that deprive her of her livelihood. Listen to her.
Right.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm speaking from Transport Ministry.
What's your position?
Customer service. Right.
Oh, yeah? And you dare to be sarcastic about Liberians? Oh, we want to do bread and butter. We want to do loaf of bread and go carry the people. We got to establish ministry of bread and butter. Oh, y'all reach the place where you start chicken Liberian citizens on now? Kafan? I level you reach now. That level you reach? You guys started this tender of Georgian government. When George Weah told the people of Nima County that Asala Mita been giving you some kind of money through your lawmakers and other things. Me, George Weah will not lie. I will tell Asala Mita that money what they've been giving you, they will put that money down I would tell my government Samatua to put some more money down. I would tell Ruko Calling from Public Works Ministry to put some money down. We will do the road from Ganta to Saniquele. We will talk to our international friends to do some road from Saniquele up to Locatua border. When Joey was building the road from Ganta to Saniquele, putting quota on it. Saniquele to Locatua, Aracos border, putting quota on it. Your people in United Party were asking Joey that road will eat. That today you can't talk, say you building road. So because you building road, people hungry, they will not talk it. They go talk, you say you won't get a loaf of bread. They asking for a loaf of bread. Create the opportunity. What the road you say you building in the first place? The road you building well, Jeremy Pierre go talk, say the president lied yesterday. That the road you building, that the road you talking about. Which road you building? The road where Roland Giddens said Georgia administration did most of the financing. That the road you talking about? Or the article ERWA Apple road you're talking about. A road that got started under the Williams administration. Like you talking about? What the road you building, Chief? Where the roads you are building? The very roads you say you're building, your government can't say, oh, they want the president told yesterday, that lie. They are sorry. They're changing it. What are you doing different? What are you doing different? What are you doing different? Liberians are, look, your government is not being pressured. Nobody protesting in the country. Nobody going to America to say bad things to U.S. Congress about your government. Nobody bringing your government down. You guys are the ones going after Liberians. Liberians going after the government. Liberians went after the George Weah administration. I can tell you this more for free. Liberian protested for every single thing under George Weah. Today, who protesting under your government? President Baka look at the whole country. He took $10 million and go bail us in FOIA. You see anybody protesting for that one? The president look at people suffering in the country. He bought 2 cars for $1.2 billion US. You see people protesting for it in the country? The University of Liberia is sitting on the line in ruins. The buildings are dirty. Deplorable condition the Federal University is operating in. The president go to Sona and say he renovating UL campus when nothing happening on the campus. Liberian protesting about it. Today, government officials are raping 14-year-old children. Government, instead of arresting them, the government police people asking for DNA report before they can arrest. Liberians are not protesting for that one. Today, a government official is being arrested for sodomizing, doing gay business with a 15-year-old boy. Government official in your government, Gafwan, doing gay job to a 15-year-old boy. Liberian people they're not even protesting about that one. No, Liberian are not protesting. You talk motorcycle money. You talk money for their helmet, money for their registration, money for their license, money for their boot, their reflection jacket. You talk money for all. When you got rich from them, you move it on the road. They're not protesting. That's what they were doing, what they can buy around. They were celebrating. They didn't protest. Your government is not having any pressure from the people. The people allowing you to move freely, to operate freely. You are the one hammering them. That you are the people can go look for the dirty bread on Market Street, then you go beat them, you seize their goods, you damage it, you eat it, then they go back, they be suffering how to pay the people loan back. And when they get frustrated, that you will sack them from government. They choose to go do Yana Boys thing to sell, you seize their goods. They choose to go ride motorboy, you deprive them. They get bad and say no job. You lie to them and say you get 700,000 job. When they feel frustrated over your lies about 700,000 jobs and the road you say you're building, you came by and say, oh, you're sorry. The road say you're building, it's not you're building. When they continue to express how you are lying to them, they don't like it. Then you say, you asking them, we want to get loaf of bread. You can get a loaf of bread, Gafwan. The thing we know Motoke. The thing we know Motoke, you can get a loaf of bread. And 4-5 years ago, you couldn't get somebody who had no one small car to ride. That one job we have official got to get a person car. The thing we know Motoke. We can take Liberians up. You are the Minister of Finance. You are the fiscal chief of our country. You should decide what happens to this country in terms of fiscal, in the fiscal space. Create the environment. The environment you say you can create it. You get frustrated and you venting your anger against the people. What people do to you? That bad people did to make minister? That bad people did to make minister? What people did to you? What have they done to you? They gonna tell them, mo get a lower bread, food on yeah. They will do butter food yeah. They got some sycophants. They sit down there, they're laughing. The sycophants sitting in the hall, they're laughing. And you think that's funny, right? You think that's funny? It's not funny. You lied about everything in this country. What are the jobs you're creating? Where are the jobs you're creating? No, you tell me, Gafan. Where are the jobs that you are creating? Tell me, what are the jobs you're creating? What are the jobs you're creating? The job more are you talking about here?
They are gainfully employed. But when you ask for, like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local, like all of those who ride motorbikes.
Kafan, that the job where you say you create, why more Ali explaining so? People who ride keke, they are employed. People who ride motorbike, they are employed. People who do shoe shine, they are employed. That the job Kafan said they're providing for people, but which librarian asking questions, he said, we must get your bread and butter. That the job you're more Ali talking about, y'all listen, yo. The job that people say they provided for you 700,000. For which you're asking the President Baka and you're there with him, and Kafan said, when I get there, he won't get your bread and butter. That the job more Ali explaining so. Y'all listen to more Ali on Julia show.
Like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at the kind of nonsense we in the country, my people. Look at it. Look at that. So the whole 70,000 thing, that pure nonsense, right? Look at the job now. That the job Gafan said they're creating, that one more Ali justifying, but we Gafan said we will not complain. And because people are complaining about the country being hard and difficult to survive in, Gafan said, oh, so I'm gonna bring your bread and butter before you know so we're doing well. What are you doing that the previous government were not doing? No, Gafan, what are you guys doing today that the previous government were not doing? In 2 years, the previous government said we now want nobody to pay school fees to us again at the University of Liberia. Do you know what that is? That's a big relief for other families. In 2 years, John, we have said nobody in UM will pay school fees to the Liberian government again. The government will be the one to pay that school fees. What are you doing today that the other government did not do? But yet and still, when they were doing the same thing, you were all the radio station. Oh, y'all got to address the bread and butter issue. And then Park will eat. And then Emory Hospital will eat. And then 14 Military Hospital will eat. And then Free Tuition will eat. And then Douala Market will eat. And then Oro Market will eat. And then Tuba. And then all the road in your building will eat. You started doing it. That Dogomet Road will eat. That Disville Road will eat. That Johnsonville Road will eat. That Pipeline Road will eat. That Marco Prince Road will eat. Yo, you know the party people were asking the same question. What are you doing today that the previous government did not do? Roads? The previous government built road in Lofa, built road in Nimba, built road in Bon County, built road in Magibi, built road in Bassop. Started the road to the southeast. The very southeast you're talking about, all the contracts currently existing on the southeast road were secured, funding provided by the CDC government. What are you doing today differently that the previous government did not do? You brought buses in the town. The previous government brought buses. Buses can't live forever. A buses you brought today, it was so small. And you said you need to bring some more. You bring new government in 2030. The new government also got to go for new buses before 6 year end. The buses was so small. What are you doing differently that the other government did not do? So if you could criticize the other government in the midst of the things that we're doing, if you could criticize them about the bread and butter issues in the midst of the things that we're achieving, including sending President Baka to the hospital, that's one of the things the previous government were doing. including sending President back out of the hospital, as much as the people government are doing. If they could do all of those things, and still you had to ask them about addressing the bread and butter issues, why you think the few things that you're doing around here, we can ask you about bread and butter issue? Oh, that because you're installing solar lights? So when I ask you about bread and butter issues, that because you're installing solar lights, we shouldn't ask you for bread and butter issue? Yeah, it can't be 6 o'clock. It will soon be 7 o'clock. Some parents are worried as to whether they will sleep on the current tonight or they will not sleep on the current. That's the kind of country you have. And you still want to ask you for bread and butter issue? When we go ask you, you get vet, you say, oh, I'm going to bring loaf of bread to you all. That you are giving all loaf of bread in the country before? That you are supplying like people bread? That you are feeding them? Look at the job where you say, you're created. Mo Ali listening to the job. Can you hear the job where Mo Ali, where the government said the creator? Listen to Mo Ali.
Like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local, like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Or like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local, like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Or like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local, like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Or like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people
look at the kind of job. No, listen to the kind of job now. The kind of job where they go do 50, 70, something thousand. And the job the boy listening. So the people who doing keke, they are gainfully employed. People who ride motorbike, they are gainfully employed. You see the kind of fun the government playing out of you. And when you get vexed and tell the president why he got to lie, why the minister ain't got to lie, why other got to be lying, then Gafan get vexed and say, you want me bring bread and butter? Okay, I can be ministry of bread and butter. So that you chicken the Larimpo honor. You see what happening? The men are not living on loan again. You. A few years ago, the president King said you're living on loan. Today, you're not living on loan. He found a minister chicken us up. That he must bring bread and butter to us before we know, say, he doing this and that. I mean, how people could forget, man? How people could forget? How people could forget? This is Stanton Witherspoon who supported them all through the campaign. This is Stanton who supported them all through the campaign. Listen to Stanton.
We suffered to remove John Malawia. John Malawia is eating ice cream right now. John Malawia is just laughing. Can you imagine? Just imagine for God one's sake. We fought for a better Liberia. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us for a better Liberia. Can you imagine? Is this what we fought for? I know too much, my fellow Liberians. I'm in too deep, my fellow Liberians. Ask them where were they when we were fighting? Where were they when you were in the poo-poo water? Where were they when you used to fast and pray every morning, every evening, and every night? Where were those people? 17,000 plus you voted in favor of Joseph Human Boycott. Some of the guys that were living in America eating a Burger King, eating a filet mignon. Yes, today they are not looking at you. Today they are insulting you. You want us to create the ministry of bread and butter. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Today they are lying and saying that because of glitches in the computer system, that's why Civil Servant cannot get the pay on time. Can you imagine? Who should the president turn to? Who? Who do we have out there that the president can bring in? Help us. We brought Grandma Kamara He said Senator left something in the office that was chasing him. All but that, he ran away. He resigned. He said he cannot ride a car, Senator, or ride in. He cannot go in the office, Senator, or go in. Because the Pope wish is out for him. If he walking, he talking to himself. He check up. He left. Joseph Boakai was looking around for the competent finance minister who brought an accountant that was working at the bank. We brought him. That's what we get today. Can you imagine? We suffer to remove John Malawia. John Malawia is eating ice cream right now. John Malawia is just laughing. Can you imagine? Just imagine for God one's sake. We fight for the better Liberia. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us.
Okay, I want you to listen to this one. I want all of you to listen to the particular piece. Stand up with us, he said, we did some things that only God knows and that only God can forgive us. Now, let me say this to all of you. When we are a president, Jane Goodell Flomo, the only man who used to see Debali in the country. So in the morning, Jane Goodell Flomo, we used to work with a Spoon Evan. He still work with Spoon Evan, though. Only Jane Goodell Flomo knew where Debali used to be from. So in the morning, we woke up. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching across the world, there is another dead body here. When you finish with it, the next day you'll see another dead body. The next day you'll see another dead body. Only Jane Goodell Flomo will find dead body in the country. Dead body journalists. Still not saying we did some things only God knows. Who knows? Could that be some of the could Jane Goodell Flomo finding dead body every day? Only you know a journalist who will find dead body. Could it be some of the things I've seen on the day? But that's not the conversation. They said they did some things. There were some lies that were formulated against the WIA administration today. And he said it. I mean, he's not hiding it. He said, only God can forgive him and other people for that. And he's saying it out of regret. And the same thing I'm saying, that's what he's saying. He's angry that the Minister of Finance will be checking Liberians up for job. I would Gafan and say, we must create bread and butter ministry. Honorable Gafan, stop, man. Stop it. When will Liberian get small money, they let pump and display arrogance against the rest of the other people? Why? Oh, that because you minister today? Have you forgotten? A few months ago? Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten a few months ago? Have you forgotten a few months ago? The man who gave you car, I still know the man. So then you can't even speak to the man Google. The man gave you car, you get a car to somebody. That you talking about giving people bread and butter, I mean in a sarcastic tone. Yes, Tento and hearing very well. He said he did things that only God can forgive him for. That's what he said.
Just imagine for God one's sake. We fight for the better Liberia. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us for the better Liberia. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us.
We did some things that only God will know and God will forgive us, including cheating in Nima. This bugger, how people were single barrel in Nima when they were places that would put the devil outside. And they were just stopping ballot. Nima County are the only county where the simple were registered to vote. The simple were voted in first round, the simple voted in second round. Man, 2029, I will join politics. I will join one political party officially. 2029. Imagine Nima County was the only county where the simple who voted first round, the simple voted second round. How possible? If between the first round and the second round, some people can die. Hello? Between the first round and the second round, some people can die. Some voters can die. Some voters can move. Some voters were trucked. They can return. Nima was the only county. The same people were for the first round and some people for the second round. Maybe when Stenton said to you that there are some things we did that only God can forgive us, maybe he's also talking about the cheating that they did in Nima.
One's sake. We fight for the better Liberia. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us for the better Liberia. Can you imagine? Fight for the better Liberia. One's sake. We fight for the better Liberia. We did something that only God knows and God will forgive us for the better Liberia. Can you imagine? Is this what we fought for? I know too much, my fellow Liberians. I'm in too deep, my fellow Liberians. Ask them, what were they when we were fighting? What were they when you were in the poo-poo water? What were they when you used to fast and pray every morning, every evening, and every night? Where were those people? 17,000 plus you voted in favor of Joseph Human Boycott. Some of the guys that were living in America eating a Burger King, eating a filet mignon. Yes, today they are not looking at you. Today they are insulting you. You want us to create the ministry of bread and butter. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Today they are lying and saying that because of glitches in the computer system, that's why civil servant cannot get the pay on time. Can you imagine? Who should the president turn to? Who? Who do we have out there that the president can bring in? Help us. We brought Wama Kamara. He's a 7 to 11.
The old man Stanton. Their old man Stanton. That's Stanton talking to. Their old man Stanton. I said different person. Their old man Stanton. Let the market people here.
Not allowed to my son. They country hard things. Can you imagine all the thing prices go up every day when you go buy? There's another money to add over the money.
See what the going on here? What's going on here? You want to look the camera?
It's very tough. Tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to look the camera?
To get money. You see the town?
As you can see, since the morning, whenever you sell one customer, and then
nobody has bought anything for you.
Yes.
Okay, so what you want to say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school or children. We are safe for this time. My mother said for the government to finish, it can be hard. My mother not afford for me to speak, for her to send me to school. So one for the government to make everything so for us, for our mother to afford to send her to school.
How is business with you currently?
The business is not going well now because in the government we're finding more difficulty.
It's going to be very hard. Even before, I think Joey has done better. I'm going to look at one or two. Things are not really improving because the economic system is very hard. Money is not coming in. People are not doing business that before.
How is business with you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult.
Yeah.
What do you make of the economic situation?
Everything is very hard. Therefore, people may level up.
How is business with you?
As we are talking to you, business is hard. Business is hard. Doesn't collect. Then why you reach on the street?
Yeah.
How is business with you now?
On a serious note,
are things getting better?
This is not okay. This is not okay.
What do you make of the economic situation in the country at the moment?
The economic situation is bad up because too many people are complaining, especially when it comes to people having, their daily bread on time and what have you.
So how is business for you?
No, the business by business are very super because people are looking back for when I see them. Yeah, Tina makes not 30 or 40 or $50. But this time when we can go inside 1 or 2%, it can be easy.
How is business for you?
The business is still.
I see you selling watermelon. I mean, you're already ready. That one, I saw you grab it, the chew right away, you move.
Yeah.
So, you say the business is going fine, right?
No, it's not fine.
It's not fine? Why things not fine? Why you think the business is not fine?
The was not fine. If you can't buy it, you say. You can't sell the buy it, you say. If you sell it, my without a foot, go buy it.
How is business for you today?
The business today started very rough.
It's rough?
Yeah.
So how is business going? How is business?
The business is not really improving. The economic situation for presently, this regime is very hard.
It's very hard.
It's very hard.
So it was quite better doing George
So we are
down
now.
Okay. So how is business going?
Thank God, my man, you know now.
So you said that Joseph Boycott government. So doing job man, how was business with you?
Business was already know to say what this number no business but to say one thing that I'm playing. Well, the business sector now we find it difficult because of the US rates.
So how is business moving?
But really, this is not fun.
Okay.
But in everything, we give content for the movement. But the government is not doing well for us.
Yes, so how is business moving?
Busy. Busy high.
Business high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how is business moving?
The business high more than before.
More than before. So tell us about before. How was business back
Before
then?
you were not very difficult to person now.
Okay.
At least we used to pass around one cartoon and when we come one day, everything was finished. But now when you buy one cartoon, it can take more than 1 week.
Wow. So how is business?
Very terrible.
Very terrible. What do you mean by that?
It is slow.
This is slow.
Yeah.
So
And I easy. Yeah, easy. Then I press it with that time. But all the money they take.
then how is business?
This is not running, no money in the country. Everything looking tough.
So what are you doing?
Yeah, we study now, no money in the country now, everything.
You for checkup. How is business?
This is very tough, bro.
This is very tough.
Very, very much tough. Also, sleeping give hard.
Government, over 20 marketeers were questioned. A compilation of street interviews, Spoon FM, the different online TVs. That's what we play here. Over 20 of them. They don't even have anything good to say about the economy you preside over. And when we are arguing and telling you to double up, and you're telling us that you want that you've been giving up bread and butter. Government, that you've been giving up bread and butter. But you see, when broke people get money, but at the end of the day, let's say this to y'all. The next time the president go to do state of national address, y'all make sure you're getting the actual information about the country. Like when people ain't do anything bad to y'all for them to lie to them like that. If y'all do one role, y'all say y'all do one role. If y'all create one job, y'all say y'all create one job. A better elaborate man knows say you wanna create that 2 jobs, 1 job, or you didn't create one single job, then for you to lie to them say you created 70,000 jobs. Then for you to lie that you created 70,000 jobs, and we're gonna ask you where the 70,000 jobs, then more at least say explaining.
All of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local, like all of those who ride motorbikes.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And when they go ask your own government people where the jobs that you created, then more Ali can say, oh, the motorcycle, they did one, that one. Yesterday, Judah go asking about the jobs. The job you say you created, Judah go asking. He said a computer was having problem. He didn't print it. Can you imagine?
The data is there. And on the average, oh, you saw it? Yeah. You disagree with him?
No, but then, okay, so it says 2023, 75,288 jobs were created. 2022, 104,156. 2021, 76,872.
The 2025,
no, in there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe they print out I left it off.
I'm saying 2025.
Maybe they print out I left it off.
So you not brought citizen. No, in there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe they print out I left it off. What is that? 2025.
No, in there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe they print out I left it off. What is that?
So you not brought citizen. In there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe they print out I left it off.
Can you imagine? Judah Jai is asking him what the job you see are created. Judah listed the jobs that are created in 2021, 2022, 2023, and all the time on the job we are. Judah listed the jobs that were created. So the Judah was asking him where the job you created in 2025 now, bro. What the jobs? What the job? I'm not seeing it. Can't hear what you can talk.
This is 2021, 76,872.
Okay, 2021, that job we are time.
2025.
No, in there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe they print out I left it off. What is that?
So you not brought.
Can you imagine? He said maybe the printer I left it off. Can you imagine that? So you don't ask him, so how you can defend United Party and I want to see this record you brought?
The 2025 bid.
No, in there, I'm saying 2025.
Maybe they print up left it off. What is that?
So you not brought citizen.
The other thing the citizens get that way, they complaining, then Kafan say, we want to bring bread and butter to you. This is an affront to the Liberian people. You are making mockery out of them. You are treating them badly. You are building $10 million property for the president in Lopa. You are buying him $1.3 million cars. Jeremiah can just spend $200,000+ for your office staff vehicle. There are too many money you're spending in the country. You're stealing the country money, depriving the citizens, fighting the marketeers who try to make ends meet, sending police people to steal their goods. You seizing motorcycle, you buying the motorcycle one name and selling it. You are depriving them of their livelihood. Asa Ben running behind them, Bragg running behind them. You making the country tough. We'll go ask you say, you're not your bread and butter. Hey, yeah, Mo Ali, his machine couldn't print the job or the next day when the machine printed the job or can't hear the kind of job what the machine printed.
I left it off. What is that?
So you not brought citizen. It's that you are jetting about CDC. You can't bring something that helps CDC.
No, it starts from 2025.
Yeah,
no. What?
Can you imagine everybody in the studio are laughing at him? Everybody in the studio started laughing at him. So it reached the point.
All of those who
it reached the point where he got a computer now. Can't hear anything. What coming with the computer?
Like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed.
The computer can't on now that the job in listing you.
The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. People who go to local, like all of those who ride motor.
The computer on now, people. The computer, why you say he couldn't on? The computer, he really from the computer on now.
Motorbikes. They are gainfully employed.
Correct.
But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no.
Okay.
Like all of those who ride motorbikes, they are gainfully employed. But when you ask them, are you employed? They tell you no. Those who own keke, they are riding. They are gainfully employed. The people who sit on the street to shine shoes, they are employed. The people who go to local, like all.
Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. You know, they put a hustler, they put a hustler.
I mean, we are boys. This is what he has to say about the whole. Joe, I can talk. Thing happening in the country, I can talk. Joe, I say, if you have talking to you, the only thing I got to tell you, and what they all come where you put there.
Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. You know, they put a hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth. Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. You know, they put a hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth. Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. You know, they put a hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
For all of our Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. See your crime? Report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace.
Okay, so call us on 086-500-104, 086-500-104. You heard, President. All the minutes are, oh, President, we are getting told. President, we are getting told. President, we are getting told. All the things happening in the country, President, we are getting told. What do you want, President, we are getting told? Why you want me to talk? So the media look at him and say, I'm talking nothing extra. I'm not talking anything long. I'll just talk it short. And I'll just what President we have said. And just call it un short.
Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. You know, they put a hustler, they put a hustler, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want me to what you brother? We always say, what the member say? You move the member power, the president under your. What the member say? The member got oh, he come in another one. No, the man go, the man say, I sit on my way. Y'all will see the thing where I went there. I'll be in royal high issue. I'll do the one high issue. The man said I'm going to fight drug. The drug right in the country now, it's taking BB so from people for more than the drug. What they say, well, yeah, under my regime. What them can explain? Nothing I will say. Nothing I will say. But I say you're not going to ride private jet. I mean, brother, we are riding private jet. You're criticizing me and say, you're not going to ride private jet. You can't do power now. You're riding private jet. He said, even when you ride, we always had to go to work, you're going to be better. You buy 2 new cars. 1.2 million bulletproof. When I already left, he was 2 new cars. So what I'm going to say again? I ain't got nothing to say. The only thing I will say is just to tell y'all what you my mom.
Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put all hustle, they put hustle, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
Okay, so 086 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. You're sorry I ate all the time. I beg you. Well, I talk to the 5 person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? How are you, sir? Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, but if we're having legislature in this country, then Burger was going to be impinged ever since.
I agree.
But there's no legislature here. The legislature are so connive with executive. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Abraham.
Mr. K.O.K. Go ahead. Let's hear you, Chief.
Yeah, those guys, put your food down there doing a lot of things. The people using Joseph Boga here at the coffee, tomorrow in the morning, when you're leaving your office to go to your work, let a woman buy crawfish and see where the crawfish people sitting here to the head. So Joseph Boga using the Joseph Boga brain to a pot.
No, Mr. Stop. We're not allowed that. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, hello. I will tell that I come from the farm city.
Buchanan said the Grand Bassa County. Go ahead. Let's hear you from Buchanan.
Okay, I have been following your show, and actually, I'm disappointed on my side when the president said the current road corridor between the town is one of such construction. That is not true. I can speak to the fact.
Wow.
It's far from the truth. That's not. There's nothing happening. The only thing I know is to create artificial erosion using motor grill to keep depleting the road. And when there was a rainfall, it create hard saturation and the people suffer. So the public works minister, when I listened to him, he was not truthful to the fact. So the only grading is grading, and this grading is an artificial erosion. Then it will be followed by another natural erosion we call rain precipitation. All of these conditions will suffer the road. And when the road suffers in this condition, they are now repacking the electoral material for compaction. So we are always suffering a special part of the rainy season. So they should stop lying about my disappointment in that one. It is the issue of job opportunities or sanitizing. If okay, you tend to distribute into 15 counties, it means that 4,666 jobs should be afforded to each county. So why is it other people are trooping here and there looking for a job all over the place when there is no job? They say, job was provided. Now after is down starting more than 800% Liberians instead about more than up to 900 Indians. There's no job.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. Let's leave you right there and talk to the person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute.
Hello, my name is Bonnie D. Samura. I call from Broadville.
Go ahead, Bonnie. Let's hear you, my brother.
Can I tell you one thing? Our chef is cause of our own problem. We knew that the cooking was live, but then now it's two things. You see, you're looking at Sushan Bob, you say that Joey Babin, looking at Motorcade Man, or by Motorcade Barry. People last on their big life, then they go back, then they wait for 2020 now, coming for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We leave you right there. We go to the international caller.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, my name is Bangari Kone Johnny from Guinea Conakry.
Guinea Conakry, from Conakry, Guinea. Let's hear you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for the topic on discussion. You see, it's very simple and disgraceful to hear the final minister say, "I'm getting a load of bread, the more." What is the thing in the country we don't understand? People like him to change their president. We are said, my president, he said, the people are hustler. Okay. When you are hustling, you don't get nothing. When you come to power, you just misuse power. Look at the thing I'm morally defending on OKFN. Oh, the Julia Jatari say you bring CDC report, he said, oh, I forgot my report in the laptop to hush. Then I have justification to justify to know that brain that we leave because the hardship from all you are working on a for their job. The president of creating joy, they don't create joy. The fight George from power, confessing. But we don't have nothing to say. Nothing we say, we pray in 2029, we all will leave all our job, go home, can for George to come back. Thank you for the top of the discussion.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's take the other person. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. Where you join us from? Oh my God. Hello. Oh no. We missed out on this person. Let's go back to the line and talk to several other individuals. Go ahead. This person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Okay, this is Ishmael from Minnesota.
Minnesota, Ishmael. Let's hear you.
Okay. Yeah, the minister had his financial policy. The policy was you should go and pray. Maybe you need to pray. So you can't pray. The man coming to open ministry of prayer and butter. So if people do not know anything about governance, they're running that country by heart. They don't know anything about governance. These young boys like Samuel told them that they just came from school. They did things according to the book. That's why your sons lay life. But Liberia have been running. They have been running Liberia by heart. They didn't know nothing about governance. They don't go on at all.
Thank you. You
understand?
I understand. Thank you very much. From the U.S., let's go back to America and talk to the other person. Hello, let's hear you.
Yes, Oliver, this is Randy. You hear me, Oliver?
Go ahead. J. Randy Dapo, the red meat man. Let's hear you, Randy. You heard Gafan. Gafan said,
yeah.
Gafan said, I love a bread and will get the people before they know they're working on the bread and butter issues.
Well, Jesus was getting people look for bread. I mean, that the people really needed help. But Cousin Gafan had not done anything. But yeah, what I would like to say, you see, you play an audio about where former President Weah said the government and the president can lie. That's true. And let me make that clear to the Liberian people. The government cannot use petty trailer like the market women, the men, and other people who are doing business in the country and say that is part of job creation.
Motorcyclist.
Yeah, and say all of them are part of job creation. Yeah, it's why that is lie, and I agree with President Weah. Before Boca came to power, weren't these people riding their pen and doing everything, Oliver? When they do everything,
they were still doing. In fact,
these people,
they reduce the people from the road. They're the one running behind.
And say that the pimping rider and all the people are job creation. So why if President Weah accumulated that to his job creation? What are we going to say? President Weah is right. These guys are lying. They are lying, and their lie will be caught up with them very soon, Oliver. So thank you for that very good point that President Weah made and the exposure of Mo Ali. Thank you very much, Oliver.
Thank you very much, J. Randy Dapo, the red meat man. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead, 1 minute. How are you? How you doing? Broville, let's hear you from Broville City. Let's hear you, sir.
The thinkers are all going crazy. How can a minister come and say the same money by where they apply to them, but that's where the people that they might leave the street and go to school, will not go where they are where. How can walk and he come and make that thing to say motorcyclists are all employed? I think the people that get the employment of those who are sitting on the street in shiny shoes. I think not the same people that are driving people on the street sidewalk on Sunday. They say not the same people that say that he knows more than we are. They gave the speech to read. He didn't take the whole time to peruse the speech, and he said it and started reading it. And they said they should stop people who say he's not saying the right thing. Celui qui prend le chemin que je m'avoue, c'est qu'il veut venir ici à travers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. We leave you right. We leave you right there and take another person on this other line. Quickly, let's talk to this one. Hello, go ahead. Let's hear you. How are you?
Yeah, still here.
How are you, sir? Go ahead quickly. No time.
Yeah, the only thing I will tell you, I now want to talk to you, but the whole thing is that our president Georgia is the banner is so Africa, and all he work on that, their ugliness is so it because Georgia is that a win election. Nobody want to know about fucking ugliness. The ugly thing that he's doing in this country. Everybody know about it now.
Okay, I agree. Okay, I agree with you. If we had not lost the election, nobody would have known that Joe Biden, not able the country. That's what you're saying, right?
It's an ugly human being.
Oh, we leave you right there. You can go to that extent. Let's leave you right there and go and take 2 more calls. Then we call it a day on the weekends edition. 2 more calls. 2 more calls we're gonna take. Then we call it a day on the weekends edition. This person, go ahead. Let's hear you. How are you? Hello.
Hello. How are you?
We are great, my dear brother. Let's hear you. Where you join us from, Chief?
Hello. Yeah, I'm calling you from the Gambia. I'm Mohammed Somban.
Mohammed from the Gambia. Go ahead, Mohammed. Let's hear you from Gambia.
Yeah, okay. It's really lovable. Lovable to me because if I stand on last night was saying that there's so many things only God will forgive them so that Joseph Boakai can come to power. Meaning, if you say God will forgive you, meaning that you do.
Oh yeah, that. If
you say God will.
Yeah, I hope another different Baba thing will happen here. I hope you're talking about.
You wanted to talk something last night, but he stick because he talked until he said with those who do so many when they will forgive us. Our Liberian people will then he stick. So these people to tell you that yes indeed they were already having that crucial mind with them so that they can lie, so that they can come to power. Now you see, God started to expose them. Their own speech that God gave, it was different.
Okay.
Now they have confusion in their camp, you see. So President William, if God choose him, he the one God choose. I don't care what happens, my brother. Anyone God choose, you hate them, forget it, you expose. So that just keep our finger for 2029, we give them red cards.
We leave you right there from the Gambia. From the Gambia, we leave you right there. Let's search the telephone lines and see if we can grab the last amongst all of the other calls, and we call it a day. Let's see if we can search for the last caller. Yes, if we cannot find this last caller, we gotta go. But let's see if we can talk to this person. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, keep calling over, man. Play a very simple piece on the show today. I'm not too concerned about the brand, but each of the brand people will solve it themselves. They'll put themselves in it. But Henry Costa, the piece about Stanton Waters, he wants to investigate that piece. What he said, there's something only God can forgive us.
Only God can forgive us. Only God can forgive us. That's what he
what
said.
That means?
It's big.
It means a whole lot because we have heard people come on social media and say we lie on President, we are government, the moment of power. We lie. We heard all those things. What are those things that only God can forgive you for? One, did they order people to kill people and James Film was at every crime scene before any other media outlet? Did they order people to kill people to make President we are look ugly? Did they order the auditors or those people who are working in the financial era? Did they tamper with our election result? Did they stop ballot of pre-marked ballot papers to give the party or hand over CDC, knowing CDC won the first round with 800,000 votes? What are they saying today? We must investigate these things because it's important. If we are not careful, this is the reason why United Party come out all the time and say Joe will never come back to power because they have the balls to tamper with our democracy in ways that it will carry us back more than our civil war we had, because they will do it. Take it from me today, they will do it. These people can be brave to tell you, say, the things we did, only God can forgive us.
No,
Brother,
but if somebody is on record of doing something terrible and they come up, nobody asks them, they come and expose it. Just know that they are only exposing so that you on the other side will get prepared. And trust me, nobody born of a woman can steal election in the country anymore. I can give you my word on that. Trust me. Trust me. Oh yeah. I can give you my word on that. Nobody born of a woman can cheat election in the country. Nobody. Nobody.
What are the things you guys did that God only God can forgive you? What are the things you guys did? You heard all the lies.
Yeah, maybe.
You heard the lies from the president.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think God will be interested in somebody cheat election? I mean, you think somebody will ask for forgiveness from God for that? No. Somebody, I mean,
let's put it that day, brother.
No, I'm coming.
The reason is that it will plunge the country into civil war. It will plunge the country into civil war that will kill a lot of people. But what else again that it did?
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For look, the only reason people can be afraid of God, it means in our 10 commandments, you have committed something there that you know very grave enough in our 10 commandments. Maybe it could be unliving people, unliving other people, to put it on the government. Sending people to do many things.
Don't forget the message, I'm inside so deep that I can't talk.
Oh yeah.
I'm inside so deep that I can't talk.
But at the end of the day, those things will come up, and that's exactly what it is. But thank you very much. We're going to leave you right there.
Thank you so much for the show.
We leave you right there, my dear brother. It is time for us to go. We are out of time. Those of you who are calling, we cannot take your calls anymore. Sorry. We'll return here on Monday by the grace of God. Until then, Gafwan should stop insulting the Liberian people. They got nothing to tell us. They're on record of lying to us. They should be apologizing instead of making big mouth.
My people, where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Wave your hands. Come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up small, yeah? Okay, let's go.